You all. Without further delay, we are pleased to introduce your new manager.
Welcome everyone back to another episode of the New York Cosmos FIFA 22 Road to Glory. And in today's episode, let's just say we're getting very, very close to winning some silverware. The team, we're starting to come together a little bit. And things are kind of just going well. But as you guys know, if you've been following along the series, there is always like 50 transfers a transfer window. And we're starting off with Eli Room. He will be leaving the club once his contract expires. He's definitely going to go down as one of the worst transfers I've ever made at this club. We signed him for the second half of last year until our young players came back on loan, but it turns out he was actually injured and out for the entirety of that season. So he played about maybe 1 or 2 games for us. So that was like 1.6 million down the drain. Alex Santos will be going on a 2-year loan move to Sarmiento. Ben Gray will be going on a short loan move to Godoy Cruz. And another player that was, again, a horrible signing that's turning out is Antonio Carlos. He'll be joining Romanian side FCSB once his contract expires. Bought him from Orlando. And again, he really only ended up playing for that half a season for us, and he hasn't really seen the field since. And now we're traveling to Soldier Field to face off against the Chicago Fire in the Open Cup. If you remember, last season they knocked us out. I think it was 6-2. So we have a chance for some revenge. And this is the team that we will be lining up with. Andrade is in goal, Flores in long, center backs, Almeida, Armstrong outside backs, Walter, Ambrose center mids, Jones, Casper on the wings, Bauman's the center forward, Hanu's up main man up top. Here are the highlights.
And now they get the ball rolling. Might be able to get in behind the defence. Well, he has players waiting at the back post. Oh, here. Alert defending. Bauman with it. Walter. The pass could do damage. He just let his opponent fly. A goal here! Ease the pressure.
Well, as you can see, the visitors have had most of the ball, and they've made good use of it. They really have played some good attacking football, and they look like scoring more.
Oh, in with a chance! A goal! Your take.
Well, what a first-half performance this has been so far. They look like scoring every time they go forward. The positional rotation, the ability of players to run with the ball, and the passing have been brilliant. Let's hope to see a similar display in the second 45.
Gives it a go! A goal! And how about that for a save? Excellent ball over the top. And a goal! And attempting the through ball. And now waiting to pounce. Chance maybe. He's using his strength to good effect. A goal!
So we got our revenge ourselves with a 6-0 victory. 3 goals from Hanu, perfect hat-trick, Casper with a double, and Jones got 1. And now we have some interesting transfer news, as Jonah Bauman, our center forward, has release clause met by Brentford of 12.7 million. And that release clause has been met. He has left the club. He'll be joining Brentford either in the Prem or the Championship. I don't know which one they are currently in. But yeah. But I had a replacement lined up the entire time. Sherdon Shaqiri, joining us from the Chicago Fire, who we just crushed in the US Open Cup for 13 million, 77 overall, 31 years old. Gonna have him play that center forward role. So we're really gonna have a true playmaker at that position instead of a just kind of dribbler. So I mean, he's a veteran, he's got experience, he's still a very good player, so should hopefully change the entire dynamic of the team. And Hanu will also be departing the club once his contract expires. He'll be joining Amiens SC. I mean, he's been very good for us all season long, but I want to use Ribeiro for next season, so we'll let his contract expire and let him choose where he wants to go. And it looks like he's heading back to his home country in France. Rafael Alvarez will be going on a short loan move to Fortaleza. Yeah, confirmation that Hanu has in fact left. And here we are at the Open Cup semifinals as we are hosting LAFC. And the team is the same, except for now Shaqiri is starting at that center forward role. Here are the highlights.
Diego Palacios. Tremendous ball played through. And a goal!
Looking forward to it. Always a great atmosphere in that stadium, and it should be an entertaining match.
Good tackle.
Well, the stats show us that the hosts haven't had that much of the ball, but that won't bother them because when they win it in deep areas,
Must be! Oh!
So a 2-0 victory thanks to goals from Ambrose and Hanu will push us into the finals of the US Open Cup, where we actually have a chance to win a trophy. But before we do that, Simon Kasper's release clause has been met by Norwich for $9.8 million, and he has been sold for $9.8 million. And we also have news as Francisco Flores' release clause has been met by Boca Juniors for $7.3 million. So yeah, transfer window was quite eventful, got rid of a lot of players, brought in Shaqiri, but we made $9 million of profit. And because the transfer window ended, Flores' transfer talks have ended. And joining the team to replace Kasper is Kleber Rodriguez, Brazilian center forward who I am converting to left mid. Very quick, very good dribbler, just need to work on that passing and he should be pretty good. Henrik Martin is joining to add some depth to that left back spot. I mean, 88 to 94 potential. Expect a lot of loan spells for him. Alessandro Barbosa is adding some much needed depth at that center mid position. Jason Phillips is joining at that right mid position. And now it's time for the US Open Cup final. At Lumen Field, we're facing off against our fellow New York rivals, the New York Red Bulls. Looking at their path here, they didn't overwhelmingly win either of the games, but then again, we did win. So yeah, this is how the team is lining up. Back line's the same as it always is. Midfield's the same as it always is, except Rodriguez starts at left mid position. Shaqiri center forward. And a name you haven't seen in a while, Nordahl starts at that striker position. He's retiring at the end of the year, so he asked to play in the final game, and I figured, why not? If he can score the game winner, go down as a club legend, then all power to him. Here are the highlights.
Well, it's fair to say he's been across all the back pages and the focus of social media as well, leading into this game. The rumours are true. He's going to end his wonderful...
big moment here, Derek.
Oh, yes! First... He's given us away. Promising attack, this. Shaqiri. Shaqiri. Well, they couldn't take advantage of the opportunity. Running with the ball confidently. That's a nice looking ball. And a goal! Can someone get on the end of this? Aware of the threat, solving the problem. And in! Oh, yeah! Remy Walter. Shaqiri. Oh, big opportunity. And a goal! What? Inside the box. Well, plenty of live football coming your way right here on EA TV.
Hold on, Derek, chance here.
Oh, it's an own goal! Well, that's a well-timed pass. The end product just wasn't there. Can they keep it out? And there it is, a goal.
So a 5-2 win thanks to 4 goals from Shaqiri and an own goal means that we are officially US Open Cup champions. We got our first bit of silverware at the club, and boy, what a sight it is. 3 years in, got our first trophy. I think this is pretty good for a brand new club. But just as we won, the season is still going on. Bahuso has contract will be expiring. He'll be joining Orlando City. He's one of those players that was just loaded in when we started the club, but never really made a difference. Alessandro Barbosa, the player we just, youth academy player we just promoted, will be going on a short loan move, well, 1-year loan move to the Seattle Sounders. And we won Manager of the Month in the month of September, so obviously we're doing quite well still. Jason Phillips will be going on a 1-year loan move to Estoril Praia. So in the regular season, we ended up finishing second in the table, 12 points behind first place Philadelphia, and ahead of our fellow New York rivals Red Bulls by 3 goals on goal difference. Which means in the first round we're facing off against New York rivals NYCFC, and we are hosting them at the Giant Stadium. And the team lineup is the same as it was for the Open Cup final. Nordahl, last season here, he's got to make a difference at that striker position. Here are the highlights.
And he did well to cut it out. Could play it in. Can they forge ahead? They do! And you... Spot on with that tackle. Shaqiri. Can he put it away? It's gone in! Well, they're really... Well, in terms of added time, a minimum of 1 minute. Could be! And there it is! Well, no danger now. Oh, breezing past him. Shaqiri. Oh, a goal! And a no!
So a 3-1 victory thanks to a goal from Nordahl, which was amazing. Shaqiri and an own goal from them means that we advance in the playoffs 3-1 to face off against Nashville in the conference semifinals. And we're traveling to their home stadium in the Fairgrounds Stadium, which to me doesn't make sense because we were the 2 seed, but this is FIFA. They mess this stuff up all the time with the MLS. Lineup that we're going with is the same as it was for the last game. Here are the highlights.
Well, advantage with them. Referee says play on. Teammates in the middle. And the danger is averted. Gives it a go. And a go. And a timely intervention. The attack continues. They're making considerable progress. This could square the game. And that's exactly what is transferred to trouble them here. But a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. Bodies forward and the break looks on. Can they take advantage of the situation? They've only gone and grabbed it up. Lille has a go. He's gone and found the net. But a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. Hunu. And the counter looks on here. Options available. Oh, what an opportunity. And a goal!
So a 3-2 victory thanks to 2 goals from Shaqiri and a goal from Ambrose mean that we yet again are going to be advancing, and we will be facing off against the Philadelphia Union, the best team in the East, and we'll be facing off, if we make it to the final, between Minnesota United, my favorite club, or Austin FC, a team that I did a series with. Actually, I've done a series with both of them, so if we make it to the final, it's going to be a tough game for me. But we still have to play against the Philadelphia Union, who were by far the best team in the MLS this year. And the lineup that we're going with is the same as it always is. Here are the highlights.
Ure. Can he put it away? And a goal! The opener!
Well, they're creating chances. They now just need to take one of them. Mind you, what a save that was.
Now he must favour the cross. He's got to score! And a goal!
Really well today, particularly in the midfield areas. And I expect more of the same as the game goes on.
The pass could do damage. He's protecting it effect. Can he take advantage? In it goes! He's decisively. Oh, in it goes! Now he... Armstrong. Oh, that's a well-timed pass. Well, they pulled one back, but perhaps a bit too...
So we are now out of the playoffs after a 4-1 defeat from the Philadelphia Union. I mean, Salas was just unstoppable today, so that does just mean this year is just not going to be our year. Yannick Lang will be going on a 1-year loan move to Turkish side Başakşehir. So yeah, MLS finished second in the table, and then obviously got knocked out in the conference finals. Hanu was the top goal scorer in the league with 20 goals. Walter had the most assists with 10. And Tavares tied for the most red cards with 2. We won the US Open Cup 5-2. Hanu was our top goal scorer with 25 goals. Shaqiri had 14, Walter had 10. Walter also led the team in assists with 12, Ambrose had 9, and Shaqiri and Jones had 5. So yeah, a lot of players leaving the club once their contracts expire, including Pato, who's retiring, and also Brynjar Nordahl, legend of the club. He was our best player that first season. He was at that striker position, just making goals left and right. But unfortunately, he's 34 years old, down to a 61 overall. He is calling it quits. He will be missed. He will be missed. Overall, as a club, we've now won our first cup. Pretty cool. We still do have more losses than draws, but something we can hopefully fix next season. And looking at the club, I don't think we need any immediate replacements. Maybe a new center mid for Ambrose, but then again, we have so many young players out on loan. When they come back, I don't really know exactly what they're all going to look like, but it should still be a fun season next year. Hopefully we can just actually hold on to some players and not have half of our squad depart in January and then again in August. So guys, that is it for today's episode of the New York Cosmos FIFA 22 Road to Glory. Very good episode. I mean, would I have liked to have won the playoffs? Yes. But we still won a cup, so can't really be complaining there. Got some good results. Did lose some key players, but think we might have easily replaced them. I don't know. It's going to be tough. Subscribe if you're new. And it is Sir JTB signing off.